Are we going to be live for two-wheel drive too?
Yes. That wasn't intentional, I swear. Okay, well, we are live. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us for the live stream that we have going for the ARA National Championship. We're at the final. A lot of winners here, a lot of close battles. This is one for the record books, obviously. Travis, we're going to start with you. You just broke your mentor's winning streak at Oregon Trail, as well as your first victory in the American Rally Association National Championship. Tell us about how your weekend went, man.
Well, I tell you what, Robbie has put in a lot of work, and the team's put in a lot of work, and David has actually put in a lot of work to help me get to this point. So I want to thank everybody. And no, but most people don't understand. Like, the guy that I looked up to the most in rallying was David and Colin McRae, and to have the opportunity to get to race against your mentor. Last year we did 2 rounds with 100 Acre, and here that we were close. David was always better and is still better. He got a flat yesterday, but to be able to battle the guy that you've emulated, the guy that you've tried to do everything like, and to be tied in the championship and to knock a 6-win streak off of him in a battle that came down with those 10 seconds. I'm gonna keep going.
It's actually 8 anyway. With a bit of a gap.
Well, I got 2 in your gap. I mean, come on. No, but at the end of the day, like, this was going to be our best shot at getting a win. It was one that we definitely needed. Robbie and I knew that coming in, and to have a chance potentially to go next month and to race them again, and and all these guys, it's going to be awesome.
Well, that was just so much fun for us to follow all the action with this weekend. Well, David, I mean, even though you came up a little bit short, this is probably one of the more challenging Oregon Trail rallies that you've had to deal with. Recce conditions were very different from what race weekend was. Plus, you had some other issues. Tell us a little bit how your weekend went.
Yeah, no, it was a brilliant weekend. Great for the sport to be battling like this, and not just with ourselves, but quite a few of the top classes were all in a big fight. So that's good for rallying. That's what we need. It's obviously not very good for Craig and me that we didn't win, but you can't win them all. And as much as we try and as much as we want to, but if I can't win, it couldn't have gone to a better person than Travis and Robbie. They had an absolute brilliant rally. Every time we tried to do something, they counteracted and got us back again. And we had one of those things where it was every time you think you're getting there, you think you're getting closer, he goes and pulls some time back, and we're back to where we were before. So it's brilliant battle, brilliant fun, and looking forward to Olympus now.
Excellent stuff. And over here to Jeff. Jeff, your first time in the new build, first event with that, your first in Restricted Open. It's your first event in the American Rally Association National Championship. You're on the overall podium as well. All the box ticked for this weekend from what your goals were, huh?
Yeah, the weekend went great. Car feels awesome. We had a little bit of an issue from some damage on PIR. The exhaust was really blowing on the tunnel and actually burning some of the fresh paint that was inside. So we got that fixed Saturday night. Car ran great all day today. Second to last stage, we got a check engine code, and then I don't know if something's knocking or rattling. To me, it almost sounds like something in the drivetrain. This car was used when I got it, and it got pretty hashed, I think, from the previous owner. So we're going to have a good look over with the car before Olympus, and we're going to come back strong again and hopefully get another overall podium and another win in our class. And I really couldn't ask for anything more. Karen's notes were spot on this weekend. I was driving a little scared on the last few stages, just trying to bring it home, and she was, she kept me focused and right on pace. So we actually had a fast time, even though whatever rattle was going on. The last stage we drove like 50%, and then we had someone tow us in just to make sure it wasn't a motor blow up. So yeah, just thank all my sponsors. Max's tires lasted great this weekend for us. We went through 4 tires, and then we ran a new set of tires on Sunday, and we actually took those back off and put the takeoffs back on. So only about a set and a half of tires this weekend is great.
Well, congratulations once again. And as we move over to our 2-wheel drives, Ryan, another nail biter, another trading stages back and forth again with Cameron. This means to be one hell of an event for you two, but you came out on top. You caught him a little bit sleeping, it seems like, on the Columbia Hill stage.
Yeah, no, really thrilled, honestly, because started out after Friday with a 10-second lead, started at the end of Saturday with a 10-second deficit, and then to come back and take time out of Cam and I think, what was it, 20 seconds or something like that. Really thrilled, to be honest with you, because he's hard to beat. He's on it, and we just ran in and I did our homework, pushed super hard. Thanks to her, honestly, for really improving my driving a ton, helping me with the notes, just getting every little bit out of the RAV4. And as everyone knows, we're like 3,500 pounds. We're an automatic. We're a stock drivetrain. Just really stoked to be here. So stoked to have 2 wins. I mean, honestly, this one we came here knowing that we had a big deficit. You know, this was a tough rally for us, and we got lucky last year. Cam got a flat, and we won it on the last stage. So, honestly, this is probably the sweetest victory I've ever had. So to go to Olympus in a couple weeks, which is my favorite event. My dad's won there many times. Really looking forward to it. I know my dad just called me a few minutes ago, so pretty excited to chat to him about that. So, no, thrilled. Really happy. Thank you.
And Cameron, again, came up just short, but man, you know, again, you guys both keep getting faster and faster and better, pushing each other. You got to be happy with your weekend.
I mean, yeah, with that aspect, I mean, I'm happy. We are improving. We are getting a lot faster. Looking for times from last year to this year, we are a lot better. It is still frustrating because, you know, he caught me sleeping this morning, and he definitely took a lot of time out on those that one stage, and I did not expect it, and I thought I could kind of relax a little, and apparently I can't. And I knew that going in it, but I still relaxed, and he got me, and it's one of those things I need to get better at and make sure I come out on fire every time. And I mean, the second to last stage, we did exactly what we did. Caught 20 seconds back, but then the last stage, he murdered us.
Well, now moving back to our restricted open class, Travis, you had a brand new build, and you know, really new builds don't have a really good record of finishing such a long rally, and yet you came out on the podium once again.
Yeah, it was. I was worried before the race. You know, everything's stock. So the car, I think, had 300 miles on it when we started, and about 8 or 9 stage miles. So this was a complete shakedown for me. I came from a smaller car, a GD, just like Jeff over there, and so just getting used to the gearbox and a little less power. Unfortunately, James, you know, he had a engine, he blew his motor, and he and I were battling. We were within a half a second each other last night, and he pushed really well, drove great for the day, and hated seeing him on the side of the road there. That was just terrible. But Jeff, of course, just crushed it. 3rd, I think, overall by a lot. So good job, and of course these guys. Wow, it's so cool being up front. It's amazing. it's great. Heroes.
All right. Well, congratulations, everybody. Thanks again for taking the time for the press conference, and we look forward to seeing you at Olympus. Actually, he blew his engine apparently.